A good return policy is something that customers consider when making online purchase. Good customer service is one of the strategic goals for companies that strive for a high level of customer loyalty. Sana delivers an easy and personalized return experience to build trust relationship between shop owners and their customers. The return process is completely automated and integrated with the sales order processing in SAP. In Sana Admin, in the ordering settings, you can enable and disable return orders for different customer types. Sana provides two ways of creating a return order: sales document based and sales document free. Sales document based means that a customer can create a return order from invoice by selecting the products from the invoice to return. In this case, a return order can be created only when the invoice is created from the sales order in SAP. A customer can create a return order from the posted invoice detail page in the Sana Web Store. Sales document free means that a customer can create a return order which is not connected to any sales document from the My Return Orders page, by adding a product or several products to the return order. Such return orders should be checked and processed manually by a sales manager. When the customer creates the return order from the invoice, he or she can return less or the maximum quantity of the product which was purchased, and which is defined in the invoice. For example, if the customer purchased 5 pieces of the product, he or she can return all 5 or less. This could be due to a quality issue or wrong size or color one of the pieces, for example. If the customer returned not all pieces of the product, he or she can create another return order from the same invoice if necessary, and return another piece or all that are left. The customer can also split up one sales line into multiple lines. For example, if the customer purchased 2 pieces of the product, he or she can split up the sales line into 2 and return 1 piece of the product due to one reason and another piece because of another reason. This could be due to a wrong size of one piece of the product and a wrong color of another piece of the product, for example. When the customer creates the return order from the invoice, the maximum return quantity of the product is shown. When the return order is created, the maximum return quantity will be decreased. When all pieces of the product are returned, the customer will not be able to create another return order from the same invoice. The customer can add comments to each product that is selected for return and a general comment for the return order. The general comment of the return order is limited to 2,000 characters. The return order line comments are limited to 900 characters. The customer must select the return reason. The list of return reasons is retrieved from SAP. The customer can also attach files to the return order, for example, a photo or a copy of a receipt, to provide shop admin with more details. The customer can attach images, audio, video, and PDF files to the return order. Several files can be attached. To attach several files, all required files should be selected and added simultaneously or dropped here. The total maximum size of file attachments is 12 megabytes. The length of a file name must not exceed 40 characters. File attachment types and extensions, as well as file size and file name limits, can be changed in the web.config file of the Sana Commerce frontend. When the return order is created by the customer, it is saved to SAP with all products, comments, attachments, and the return reason. The customer receives the return order confirmation email. At the same time, the email that the return order has been created is sent to the Web Store administrator. The emails are sent based on 2 return order email templates. In SAP admin, you should enter the email address to which emails about created return orders should be sent. These are the emails which are sent to the web store administrator. Using the same transaction code as for sales orders VA02, you can open the return order created from the SAP Web Store in SAP. The return orders created from the SAP Web Store are stored in SAP with the sales document type that is set in the SAP administration table order type mapping. Thus, in this table, you must map the return order sales document type to the existing in SAP sales document type. You must also select the default checkbox for the return order document type. The general comment added to the return order header is stored in the return order header text. The comments added to the products can be seen in the return order line text. In the SAP administration table sales order text mapping, you must map the header and line comments to the sales order text in SAP. By this setup, you can decide which return order header and line text must be used to store the return order comments entered by the customer. The return reason selected by the customer when creating the return order is stored in the order reason field. The return reasons which are shown in the SAP Web Store must be created in SAP. Use the sales documents order reasons table to create return reasons in SAP. You can open this table by calling the transaction code OVAU. You can add descriptions of the order reasons in different languages. If your web store is multilingual, return reasons can be shown in the selected language if translations are present in SAP. Files added to the return order are stored in the file system on the web server, but the URLs to these files are also saved to the return order attachments in SAP. To see the attachment URL, click on the Services for Object button and then click on Attachment List. The SAP user can open the file attachment URL in the web browser and download the file. As a shop administrator, you can also see the attachments added by the customers to the return orders in the file manager of SAP admin. Each folder inside the return order folder corresponds to a specific return order by its ID.